Welcome to my channel, Rainbow Love. From skinship to kissing and love of straight guy with gay boy. My same-ass ex-cuddle buddy wants to try kissing to experiment and sort out our feelings, but I am scared because I have never thought of doing such things with a man before. So for a few months now, as I have explained to a different post, I have been in a skinship with a former roommate of mine. I am 21, he is 22 and we are both men and as far as I know both straight. Namely, him and I have been napping and sleeping together whenever we felt like it. I am not sure how to explain it. I guess we were both lonely and single for too long and we miss affection and human touch in general. Personally, I was pretty deprived and most of my nights felt crazy lonely until we started this. Some nights we would even have lengthy conversations about ourselves while cuddling. He would run his fingertips across my back or rub my jobs, scratch my neck and my hair softly, and all of those endearing gestures that just felt like a form of care. I'd do the same for him and literally spend a lot of time on top of him, resting on his chest or his stomach or the nape of his neck. I know it sounds weird, it probably is, but it felt like we both needed this really bad. Sometimes I would return from class and I'd just go straight up to his room and ask him to cuddle for a bit to get the stress out of my head. It became a habit. We started hanging a bit more outside of our cuddle sessions too whenever there was time, but it always involved some sort of touching like brushing or locking fingers. I only noticed myself when a mutual friend pointed out we were toying with each other's fingers for an hour while we were out. It's bizarre to me. I don't get why we both have the need to be so close to each other bodily. This doesn't happen with any other guys I know, but with him it's just natural and calming and it makes me feel warm and safe. I don't think it's a sexual thing or whatever since I haven't been getting aroused by any of that and we haven't done anything like kissing. It just felt like a special form of closeness. We are currently separated because of the Euro break and we are communicating via messages and video calls. I decided I should talk to him properly about it since I have been feeling confused about whether this form of connection with another guy is natural or not. These are the messages we exchanged. M is me and him is H. M, don't you think it's weird? H, I mean I guess, but I don't hate it. I've told you before it feels good for me. Do you find it weird? M, it's just unusual for two men. Won't you rather do this with a girl? H, I am not really looking for a GF right now. M, not girlfriend, just a girl to cuddle with. H, I don't have a problem with you, if that's what you want to know. M, I know that lol. H, so why are you asking me then? You want to stop? M, I was just thinking some stuff, and what if one of us gets a girlfriend? Won't we have to stop then? Ada, are you dating anyone or STH all of a sudden? Mu, new Omicron. H, dude, you are being weird. If you want to stop just say so. M, you won't mind? H, want me to be honest? I will, a lot. It feels crazy good holding you and I miss you insanely much, but if that's what you want to do, guess I can't stop you. Not really. M, the way you say things like that just confuses me, you know, you make it sound hecka gay. H, oh plaza, as if you don't say such things. If I sound gay, so do you. M, sometimes I wonder if I am. H, gay? M, yeah. Ada. H, why are you telling me this? M, I didn't mean it in a weird way, just sometimes I wonder cause I do weird stuff like this. H, you mean you cuddle with other guys too? M, no, would you mind? H, yeah. M, really? H, kinda, this is special to me so I wouldn't like you to share it with anyone else. H, wow, I do sound gay. Mu, lol. M, honestly, I wouldn't like you doing this with somebody else either. It feels very intimate for me and the idea of you doing it with someone else or stopping it completely makes me want to vomit. I probably sound too dramatic, but it just feels wrong. I don't mean to freak you out, just I think I should tell you about it before we grow closer and this turns into a mess. H, I am not freaking out, kinda like that you said that. Ada, let me ask you STH. Do you want a GF right now? M, I don't know, honestly I am confused. Because if I got one I would have to let go of you and the idea really sickens me. H, have you thought of us? H, ever? Mu, what do you mean? Ada, being more. M, swear you won't tell anyone. H, I won't, we already have one secret anyways. Mu, upsala now, but you're gonna have written proof of this one. Ada, I don't fancy humiliating people over things like that. M, okay, so, I've thought of it a lot lately actually because I started contemplating about all these feelings, but I know none of us is gay so I don't really see it as an option. H, I've thought of kissing you. M, what? Ada, your lips are so close sometimes it crossed my mind, they look soft. This is the first time I say STH like this to another man, so spare me. But yeah, I don't really fantasize about anything else, but I've thought what it would be like kissing. M, do you like men? H, not really, I just thought maybe if it was you, I wouldn't mind doing more, like try kissing and stuff, see how we feel about it and proceed accordingly. M, you are saying you wanna kiss me? H, if it's not too weird for your scaredy ass. M, wait, I am confused, does that mean you like me? H, oh god, you are such an idiot, aren't you? Iota just said I wanna try kissing you, what do you think? M, Iota don't ducking know. Maybe you want to experiment or STH. Ada, would that be so bad? It's the first time I have thought of experimenting with another guy. I don't necessarily mean do more than we feel comfortable with, but I am certain that kissing is a mild way to figure out how we feel. Unless it's too much for UOFC, in which case I won't mention it again. Mew, Iota don't know what to tell you, I am confused. Ada, look, I don't mean to be a creep, if you think I am being out of line here ILL stop. Mew, no, you are not, I didn't think you were a creep. I included the most important parts of our conversation. I am meeting him next week and I am feeling baffled and confused, and I could really use some advice from someone who has been through something similar or knows how to not freak out in such situations. I can't really talk to any close friends because my whole social circle is filled with straight people and I just never had that sort of experience before. I don't want to be judged for it. My family is not really open to homosexuality or anything related to that, and I am worried what will occur from our encounter. I felt better after we talked. We had developed a skinship for months and I really felt uneasy to the idea of him finding a partner and stopping. I am glad he has the same concern as me and we share a mutual feeling. Other than that, I am petrified. I am wondering whether I have a crush on him and if it's possible to have a crush on a guy but not get aroused by him? And what if that changes later? I don't know. Most people my age have this sort of thing all figured out and I am struggling so hard and I feel ashamed. I desperately need some insight. DLDR, basically read the title. Update, I still don't know what to do, but this morning I felt my first heartthrob. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and it feels like the world will end. My whole body is painfully screaming to me that something bad is going to happen. My brain takes a while to adjust to reality, and since I can recall, it's always been this way. I don't know if it's a common thing that happens. Maybe it's not that weird to feel like I am going to die, to feel like my existence is mundane, or maybe it's just the chemicals in my brain that make everything seem blue. I woke up this morning and he was still there, on the other end of the screen. Somehow the video call survived the night. Probably we didn't sleep for that many hours, so maybe that's why. He was laying there, his face turned towards the window, eyes closed, peacefully breathing across the line, so far away yet so close. I smiled before realizing, and after a long time since I've been able to see him, my mind felt at peace. This cold, terrifying feeling that rushes to me right after I wake up was gone, just like that. I reached out, my fingertips touched the computer screen and I softly caressed the image. I shivered. I knew already, didn't I? That it's been a long time that I haven't been normal. I was ashamed to realize how much I was longing for the man in front of me, for that still image that was trapped inside a small window that I so wished was real, right here, laying beside me. He opened his eyes and faced towards me, he smiled softly and pressed his head against the pillow. "Good morning," he almost whispered, and I felt my chest tighten. It is not normal for a man to be thinking that another man is beautiful, is it? I felt a painful strike of guilt hit me, it always does, this unbearable feeling that everything I am doing is wrong and off-putting. Would he be disgusted, I wondered, if he knew what was in my head? As if he could read my mind, he reached out and carefully run his fingers across his camera. "Your hair is a mess," he said in a playfully mocking tone, "and yet you look like a dream." My body stiffened in response. Those moments I felt so vulnerable, like he could see right through me. "Sometimes I am afraid I'll wake up and you will disappear." He softly smiled once again. That expression still plays in my mind like a video recording. How does one begin to describe this feeling? How does one bear to exist with this swollen spot in his heart that aches for another person? Is it abnormal? I laughed it off as usual and commented on the abnormality of the scene. We talked about our plans for the day as well as the events that occurred recently, everything mild, friendly. That's how it's supposed to be, easygoing and unserious. It all happened in a vacuum after that. I don't remember what else was said until he leaned in, his face close to my screen as he was about to go off and end the call. He stood there for a minute staring right at me, his face wrapped in an expression that I couldn't identify as anything else but uneasiness. "Hey, you know I love you, right?" And just like that, the swelling in my heart penetrated in size within a few seconds. His eyes glued on me, desperately seeking for answers, almost begging me to give him release. "I love you too," I said, looking right back at him. I am not still sure what we both meant by that. All I know is the deafening thumping of my heart pounding in my chest like it was about to jump out and spill on the ground. He smiled once again. "See you soon." His soft voice ended the call. And I was left with a million unanswered questions and a million unspoken words. Thank you for watching. Comment, what do you think about this situation? Don't forget to like and subscribe.